All right, hello everybody. This is Edward Pevos for MLive, and I'm here with Fenrir. Look at this. Look at this big boy. It's not a puma. He's not a puma. He's not a leopard. This is the tallest living domestic cat in the world. There he goes. And let's.
You hungry?
We're here at the home of Dr. Will Powers, his father, his owner, and he has 6 cats total. And as you can see, the size of Fenrir compared to his siblings here.
So Phoenix is a savannah like Fenrir. Phoenix is actually very tall for a savannah. He's about 18 and a half inches tall himself, but he's nowhere near as buff as Fenrir. Fenrir is the big boy. Behind him is Polaris, who's a Bengal. And then here's Hyperion, who's a Bengal. Corvus, who's another savannah. That's actually the littermate of Fenrir, even though they're brothers. He's much smaller than him. Fenrir is just kind of a freak of nature. He just grew way, way more than a standard cat.
Look at this big boy. So Fenrir is now, as of Friday, when the Guinness Book of World Records came out, 2023 edition, the world's tallest domestic living cat. So, not to be outdone, by the way, where did the other little guy go with the longest tail? Oh, here we go, behind right here. Guinness also has a plaque for our tear here. Oh,
there.
The longest tail on a domestic living cat. There you go. Look at that tail. So, what is the length of that tail on the plaque there?
His is a little below 17 inches. His brother was about 1.5 inches longer than him, Cygnus, the current all-time world record holder.
Yes, so let's explain that. So Cygnus is the all-time holder. Now, Cygnus and his brother Arcturus, a few years ago we told you, they had the world records, but they unfortunately died in a tragic fire. So now you have adopted and rescued your new cats here, and like Clifford the Big Red Dog, and this bad boy right here.
Yeah, this is Arcturus' full brother.
So that's his full brother.
That's Cygnus' brother.
Okay, so it runs in the family. These are their brothers.
The genetics were there, and then I fed them basically the version 2.0 version of the diet that I fed the original cats.
Okay.
My degree before med school was chemistry, and so I was pretty good at biochemistry, and what I do as a physician is more or less all day long biochemistry. So I made a diet for them that I thought would be superior to what I could get commercially. And well, yeah, the first 2 boys, all-time Guinness World Records. So then these guys, after the fire, and I kind of got myself mentally together again to where I could feel like I could have cats, I adopted their brothers and fed them the version 2.0 of that diet. But if you look at their certificates, Fenrir was actually measured for his height record in January of 2021.
So he's probably even taller now, I would assume, right? Yeah. So how old is he?
So he's 3 now, but when he got measured for his record, he was just over 1.
Yeah, so he was still growing. Okay.
So I didn't want to measure him at that time, or really now, because I didn't want him to take the record from his brother. So I've kind of decided to leave the all-time records with the older cats and then take the living records, because the reason I took the record in the first place wasn't just to have the biggest cat. At the time, I was president of the Ferndale Cat Shelter. And in the short tenure that we had them, we raised almost $40,000 for like Detroit street cats with using the old cat's fame to do exactly that. Man, you are hungry.
Yeah, so you're putting a call out to basically any local animal shelter or animal rescue that wants to, use your world record cats kind of to raise money for those shelters.
Exactly.
Because you really want to encourage people to rescue kittens.
Use my cats. I welcome you. I would be happy. Fenrir is trained as a therapy cat.
Therapy cat, yes, at your doctor.
Yeah, I'm a physician, and so he comes to my office every day when I'm there and just wanders room to room seeing patients with me, and people love him. Luckily, 5 of my 6 cats are hypoallergenic. They don't have a gene called FEL1. So cats actually, the allergen for cats is not actually their dander, it's their saliva. And so these guys, because they're early generation hybrids, they just don't really have that issue. Not every hybrid will. Some hybrids still have the allergen, some don't, but luckily mine do not, so they can work at the office.
Okay.
And so effectively, Fenrir is super docile. So when you see these cats on TikTok, I mean, they're big.
Yeah, let's put him on the ground and...
Well, let me show you actually how chill he is. Normally you'll see these guys hissing and just like, freaking out, food aggression and so on. But no, you can hold him pretty much as I want. I can flip him up. There we go. How's that, his big boy? You chill?
I mean, look at that. Now, he can be intimidating. Like, if you're just walking down the street and you're seeing this puma.
Give me a kiss.
you might be intimidated, but like you said, this is a very calm cat.
Good boy.
He essentially works. Does he get paid at the doctor's office?
He gets paid in treats, basically. Yeah. He works his living wage.
Unbelievable. So, oh my goodness, you're only 3. All right, so he probably, you think, and we're not going to measure, but you think he's probably bigger than, or maybe is he bigger than Jarvis was?
I have no comment on that.
Okay.
I'll put it this way.
He may or may not be.
There's a lot of people out there that have really big cats that have savannas. I know actually the owners of all the other largest savannas in the world, because we all kind of talk to each other and know. But nobody's ever really wanted to do it for the sake of like what he does it for, because a lot of those savannas that are very big like them, they're very wild, because they have a lot of the wild genes, they're not as chilled. Fenrir is kind of a freak of nature in that he's super friendly and chill, but is also a giant. So I've actually talked to them and other people, and the plan more or less is unless somebody ever decides to challenge Arcturus's record, we're going to just keep him with the living record. That way Fen can do his charity work, we can raise funds for Detroit Cats, and if anybody ever tries to take his record, I'll just take it back and remeasure him officially.
So what do you, explain the Savannah breed of cats, because I wasn't really familiar with it until I met you.
So there's a medium cat called an African serval. A serval is an African cat, basically they weigh around 30 to 40 pounds. They're about that big, more or less. And they breed them with an exotic cat, or maybe with a domestic cat. So you breed a serval to a domestic cat, and you get him. When you breed an Asian leopard cat to a domestic cat, you get these 2 guys here, Hyperion and Polaris. You get a Bengal. Lots of people have Bengal cats, but Savannahs are a lot less common. Then you call them by their name, basically filial generation. So F1s would be a direct hybrid of you do that.
I was gonna have you stand up.
F1s are a direct hybrid. So you're an F1 of your parents, basically. But you're an F2 of your grandparents. You're 2 generations down. He's an F2 from a serval. He has a serval grandfather named Congo.
Okay. Well,
He's tracking with a larger container of treats. It's not where that one treat was.
How much does he weigh?
Right now he weighs 34 pounds.
34 pounds. So I have a domestic short hair that weighs 11 and a half pounds. So he's 3 times as big as my male cat. Amazing.
He's big.
That's why I can't pick him up. I'm like scared. He's like heavy.
Well,
you're used to it. I'm not.
No, my cats are all really, really chill. They were bred literally and raised to be therapy cats in the time they were little. So everybody's very friendly.
So why is this tail so long in this one?
So
why is that?
I have no idea. His brother, when it happened with Cygnus, basically, like I said, I developed a diet for them to make them healthy, but not make them world record cats. It wasn't like my intent. They just grew really healthy. But with Cygnus, I was worried, so I posted him on Reddit asking that. He wants treats from you. He doesn't want pets. Yeah. Ben is more. He does not work as a therapy cat, but he's also now. I didn't train him to do it because I knew he would give people allergies. The other ones don't.
It's amazing. So, there you go. You know what? I can get him a snack and have him stand up one time just so we can show you. Let's see if we can get him to stand up one time so you can see the sheer size of Fenrir.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my God. That's a big cat, folks. There you go. So the world's tallest cat, proclaimed by the Guinness Book of World Records, the 2023 edition, which just came out on Friday. How awesome is that? Right here in Farmington Hills, Michigan. No other cat can claim that. And I bet no cat will ever break it, because if one does, you can just have him remeasured and you'll probably break that.
That's kind of the concept, is that, Fen he's a freak. I mean, he is literally a freak among savannah cats, but...
I mean, look, because you have other...
I have other big cats, but yeah. Now, he's his half-brother. So Phoenix is his half-brother, so that's one of the reasons why he's tall.
Okay.
They have the genetics, right? Like Cygnus had the genetics to have a long tail, but I think combined with their special diet, it really made them giants. And so when I did it the second time, it was a little more intentional.
Yeah.
Because I was very upset after, obviously, what happened to me, and sorry,
Yeah. No, and that's understandable. Listen, you went through unspeakable, unthinkable tragedy that nobody should have ever had to deal with in their entire life.
It was not good.
And these cats have really helped you heal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. They are active. A lot of cats just run away when other people come over.
Nope.
And or maybe are mean. You look how amazingly chill and playful these cats are.
I raised
them
from
won't
the
leave.
time they were
They're
little
great.
to be therapy cats. Like that was their goal.
That's It's amazing, and they're great with the patients at the
Oh,
doctor's
yeah.
office and
I mean,
the staff and everything.
I'm a family physician, so I treat general people. I also take care of the LGBT population a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm an HIV specialist, which kind of goes along with that. And, you know, I got to give people bad news all the time, and it's a lot easier to take with a giant cat on your lap, I'll put it that way. And so they really like
And
them.
that's unusual because you'll have a lot of therapy dogs, right? But there's not a lot of I don't see a lot of therapy cats. So that's just something a little different. And again, you know, this cat might look intimidating, but he is super sweet.
You will just start literally chewing this apart.
Oh my
He just wants to eat. That's all this cat wants to do.
Oh my God.
Oh, bye bye.
Oh my
Just gonna run off with it. So
He will literally just tear it apart. He could easily do it. If I leave him to it, he will tear that apart with his teeth.
that's so funny. So there you go, folks. We wanted to show you the world's largest living domesticated cat.
Come here, big chungus.
Fenrir here in Farmington Hills, owned by Dr. Will Powers, and then
Altair's over there.
oh, Altair is over there with the. Also has a Guinness plaque of
Actually, you want to see him?
world's large. Yeah, the plaques. World's longest tail, right there. So here's the plaques, because you have the originals, and then you have the new ones. So now they gave this to you in 2001, but they wait till like COVID was over to put it in the 2020.
That's exactly why, because it was going to be such a big record, and Guinness was really excited about it, because, I mean, it was just, I don't want to say it's a human interest story, but I mean, I got crushed. I went through a divorce after that. It was really, really bad. I lost basically everything on that day. Everything I cared about and loved on that day, I lost. And so to have gone from that, where I was then, to now, this is the site of the fire. We're standing where the old fire was.
Yeah.
And so we rebuilt the home here, and then, you know, I wasn't planning on being here by myself, but I am now. And it is what it is.
Well, you're not by yourself. These little
Well,
guys
yeah.
are everywhere.
The cat, you know what I mean? But
I know.
they're actually the thing that helped me get out of that hole. I mean, I was in bad shape there mentally for a long time, and it was because of the cats that I was actually able to kind of recover and get back to being me again, doing what I want to do. And now I can do the charity work with them that I'd always intended to do with the other boys before they got taken, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good thing. So any shelter wants to work with them, you know, have some event where people pay $5 to take a picture with the biggest, you know, domestic cat in the world. Cool. All funds go to help Detroit cats. I'm all about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully a shelter out there. I'm going to do another story on it for the weekend, and hopefully somebody sees that and they do it. Why wouldn't they? I mean, these are
I've been
special
talking to
cats, and they're
Farmington
great with
Shelter
people.
again.
So yeah.
Yeah, FCS, Farmington Cat Shelter,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to be president of. I recently reached out to them to let them
Okay.
know and said, hey, let's do the thing again. But
Pretty good
it's not
start.
just them. I don't. Cats are cats. Everybody deserves a good cat in their life, and so helping that be possible for people was my thing.
All right.
Because he's just mauling. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
well, there you go. Let's get one last look at Fenrir, the world's,
I mean, he's just.
and Altair. There they are together. The cat with the longest tail in the world living on the left there, the white grayish, and then Fenrir right next.
Their
They're
names are actually Altair Cygnus Powers, because they're all named. So
Okay.
Cygnus was Cygnus Regulus Powers, named after Regulus Rigel, my first cat. And then, of course, Cygnus passed in the fire, so then Altair Cygnus takes over for him. Corvus is actually the one that looks the most like Arcturus, and he was named Corvus Arcturian.
gotcha.
And so Phoenix is wherever Phoenix is Phoenix Arcturus. And then Fen is his own thing. He's Fenrir Antares. But they're all named after celestial objects. Every cat, every name. That's Polaris over there.
Polaris. All right.
He's Polaris Sirius, named after Sirius, who was the non-world record cat I had, you know, before. He was
Yeah.
Bengal.
Okay.
And then that's Hyperion Procyon. Pipes!
It's a lot of names to remember,
This
but he
guy
lives
is
with
my
them every
most
day.
chill
So.
therapy cat. He is absolutely the sweetest.
Sweet baby.
Just like you could do anything to this guy, and he would do nothing. He's just super, super chill. Hi.
So if you have a cat that isn't chill, folks, they do exist, and look, you're looking at 6 of them that are amazingly
It's how you raise
great
them.
with people. It really is.
It's how you raise them.
Mine
Cats-
just sit on my lap all day.
They're not people, so you got to think about what cat psychology is like, and you got to treat them like cats, but you know, with respect. When they come to you and they ask you for attention, and you're too busy, they remember that when you go to them and ask them for attention.
And Fenrir is good at opening doors, right? Because he's
Yeah, Fen
pretty
can
tall.
open doors no problem. And if the door, anything other than like a smooth knob, he can open it no problem. It's quite frustrating. I actually had to get like a little bar at my clinic because he would come and invade the surgical room where I do procedures, and he can't be in there when I'm doing a surgical procedure. And so he would literally hear me inside talking to the patient, and then would like prop the door open and immediately come in. And that was not okay. And after that happened once or twice, we got a little bar now, so he can't possibly get in the room when I'm doing it. But otherwise, they're very clean animals, and so having them at the practice is not a problem at all.
Yeah. All
I
right.
love them.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for inviting us into your home and
most welcome.
giving us a look at these beautiful record-breaking cats. There you go. I can't get enough of watching Fenrir stand. Like the sheer height. I mean, look at that. There you go, Fenrir.
The size of his claws. That's really scary. He can cover a 50-cent piece with his claws.
Wow.
His foot is that big.
Wow.
I'm a grown man. And that's my finger.
Wow.
Even his back legs do the same thing, how large the foot is.
Wow, yeah.
I can palm a basketball. So like I said, he can completely cover a 50-cent piece with his ball.
Wow.
Dude, are you...
Well, there goes the Diet Mountain Dew. I can't get enough of this cat.
They're not for everyone. I can't stress this enough. Like,
yeah.
I know that there's people like that lady in Royal Oak and other people that have had them that, like, you know, they've gotten out. And these cats are not for anybody. Would you chill? They're for people who really, truly love cats and are okay with the fact that they're a little destructive. I mean, he chews stuff. You should see my computer chair in the other room. He likes to chew on leather. And like, I'm okay with that because I love them very much, but they're not good for being I don't know how to put it, a status symbol. They always get returned, and it makes me very sad. So if you're thinking about getting a savannah cat, you really got to know what you're getting yourself into, because this is the difference. They're not normal cats.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, there you go. So we've learned a little bit about savannah cats and the difference today as well. So it's always good to be educated and learn new things about cats. And he apparently will eat nonstop if you let him. So, and that's what you told me. You said he never misses lunch.
He got up to 38 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And I wanted him to grow, so I let him grow, but he got chonk.
Yeah.
So his vet wants him to be 33. He's 34 right now.
Jeez.
So he's 1 pound up still. But
wow. 34 pounds. And again, that is about triple the size of a normal domestic short hair. I can tell you that because I have a domestic short hair, and it's about triple the size. So, all right, well, very good. Well, thank you again, and thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you for watching, folks. And there's one last look at Fenrir. And Altair is the world's longest tail on a domestic cat living. And we'll get one last look at the tail on this young boy here. Look at how long that tail is. It's like one of those snorkeling things that comes out of the water when he's walking. You see the tail sticking up from far away. So, all right, very cool. Well, thanks for watching, folks.